With us, it's politics on, and I still have a former member of the House of Representatives, that is Honorable Francis Otto-Agbo. Thank you for staying with us. And let's go into the insecurity in that state. Okay. I know that it's been very challenging, especially it's a major flashpoint in the North Central. That what do you think is responsible for the spate of insecurity in Benue State?
Well, thank you very much. This is a question that has so many answers. So many answers. More so that the insecurity is not limited to Benue. You agree with me that apart from the South-South and the Southwest that enjoy relative peace, there's problem all over the country. You know it. And I've been saying this, it's not something that either a governor or the president alone, or NSA, the way some people think. No. First and foremost, it has to do with this open grazing, which has definitely become archaic. Something has to be done about it. Now, the Fulani herders find Benue State as a very, very fertile ground for them, for their business, because of our lush vegetation, water, you know. So that is why they come. And many of them come around there, they destroy crops of people, and then before you know it, it leads to some. The security people say some of them are outside Nigeria. The people who are actually killing our people, they are mercenaries. They are mercenaries. They are mercenaries that have been called upon. When I was in the House of Reps, you know, I was chairman of the Narcotic Drugs Committee. I was oversighting the NDLA. In one of our interactions with the UNODC, one of the outcomes of that interaction was very clear, that the mercenaries were liaising with the drug cartel. You know, you cannot, you know, carry out some of these heinous crimes, carnages all over the place without being under the influence of hard drugs. So, to answer that question, it has a lot of legs. Some people say they are trying to lay the foundation for another jihad. Some say they are trying to take over Benue, to make Benue. Do you think it has any ethnic coloration? I don't think so. It's pure criminality. Because if you go to Katsina, they are killing people in Katsina State. You go to Sokoto, they are killing. In fact, the one that is even happening now, I don't even want to say it on national television. So the killing is not. So, and when you look, I know very clearly that the federal government must aggressively and massively recruit more and more police and security agents all over. Look at our population. Over 200. Over 200 million. And we don't have up to 10 million police in Nigeria. So the federal government should embark on more recruitment of people who can police our various environment. The state governors should, you know, establish security and surveillance center in each of the senatorial zones, and then deploy drones, you know, so that they could be preventive in their attacks. And then stakeholders at all levels. This one that you now see, House of Reps members.
Local policing? Yeah,
local policing. The vigilantes, they are basically doing the work of local policing. We in Benue South, those of us who are like minds, because I speak for the silent majority, those who have been attacked. If you watch us, I was there for the mass burial. I traversed the places. I know exactly what the issues are. We are tired of lamentation. We don't want to lament anymore. We are empowering our people at the grassroots to defend themselves.
How?
And I will tell you. Now, even if we have 10 million policemen, like I said earlier, you know that it's not possible for the policemen to be across all the hamlets.
Are you not calling for anarchy?
No.
If you are talking about defending themselves, you are talking
we are
about them
carrying
arms.
The DSS, the man in charge of the DSS, he spoke eloquently, advising Nigerians to protect themselves. And this is how we do it. The vigilantes, you empower them with logistics. You empower them with a lot of encouragement so that when these people come, they can face them. Let me tell you, recently, they killed two people in Akpa area. The vigilantes led by Williams, Pro Willie, they went after the killers and they were able to get them, capture them, handed them over to the police with all their arms. That was a product of this empowerment I'm talking to you about. I bought a brand new operational vehicle 2 years ago and I gave to that team. I fuel it for them. I motivate them. Some of our other illustrious sons and daughters who are actually worried about what is happening in our environment, they have been supporting them, buying communication gadgets for them. The point I'm making is that if you don't defend yourself, nobody, no outsider, no police or army can do it for you because you know better your local environment.
I don't think the federal government will encourage that because the
vigilantes
to bear arms, to carry arms,
there are certain
is a provision is exclusive in preserve
what I'm trying to say is that you see, like Ganifa in your blessed memory said, that it is unlawful to be lawful in an unlawful society. So because federal government say we should not bear arms, you will now carry stick to be chasing people who wear AK-47. The vigilante has particular arms that are required for them, to bear. I hope you know what I'm saying. Not AK. You also know that they even they give licenses to people to
Black
bear.
power.
No. Now, and most importantly, the traditional rulers, we were able to conscientize them. Don't allow these Fulani headers to come and don't compromise yourself before them. Headers. Yes, not don't bother to don't do anything with them. Let everybody leave. So what we are saying is that they should go and ranch their cattle. They should ranch it, that's all. But you know there's Amotekun, is how you call it in the southwest. Amotekun. That is what I'm saying. It's a vigilante. That's what it means. So we are rather doing the work
something like that.
That we are supposed to do. Mr. President alone, the governor alone, even two of them put together, cannot solve this problem without all hands being on deck. We all need to be involved. Some politicians were telling me that, why am I talking on air that they should be involved? That security is just for federal government to bring soldier and governor to bring. I say no. If they do all of that, we are not sure of what will happen. We expect in vain if the local community, the stakeholders, the elites, the young people are not vigilant. If they don't do their work, you now, assuming you are a colonel, for example, and you are brought to Benue to lead a troop, do you know the terrain? Do you know the terrain? You don't know, so you need that insight. And even if you see all of these attacks, many of them were actually machinated by an insider. Either they induce the person, they give the person money or something. So we are doing a lot of internal cleansing. And I'm very sure with what the governor is doing, the governor visited Benue South, our place, to see for himself. We all made inputs and advice. When I was Chief Press Secretary in Bayelsa, one of the things the then countryman governor did was he had a surveillance and security center where they monitor everything happening in Bayelsa State. Drones were deployed, a lot of things. That actually helped him to be preventive in his security approach. So once our governor does that, I'm very, very sure that the security personnel will be able to get information of attacks before they take place. We believe that clearly. And we are not joking about it. Our people need to sleep with 2 eyes closed. Just 2 days ago, they went again to Apa. They went to Omogidi in Iwile, in Adoka district. So I'm happy with what the young people, the vigilantes, are doing. They just caught a set of mercenaries brought to kill our people and handed them over with all their arms to the police. That is why I told you that the president and the governor and the entire security architecture of the federal government cannot solve this problem alone. We at the grassroots must be involved. That has always been what I've been telling you.
It's going to be 3